In a world where kindness is often preached as a virtue, the narrative of being nice is deeply ingrained in our social fabric. From a young age, we're taught to share, to be polite, to always put our best foot forward. This cultural conditioning is so pervasive that it shapes our interactions, our relationships, and even our self-perception. We're told that being nice is the key to being liked, to being accepted, and to achieving success in both personal and professional realms. But what happens when this ideal of niceness goes too far? What happens when the pursuit of being agreeable becomes an all-consuming endeavor that eclipses our own well-being? Like all things in life, there's a balance. Niceness, like any other trait, exists on a spectrum. And sometimes, tipping the scale too far in the direction of niceness can lead to a range of unexpected and often negative consequences. One of the first signs of this imbalance is the suppression of one's own needs and feelings. In the quest to always be the nice one, people often find themselves setting aside their own desires, wants, and even basic needs. This isn't just about missing out on a favorite activity or not speaking up when someone cuts in line. It's about a fundamental neglect of self that can have far-reaching implications. It's about the erosion of self-esteem, the stifling of personal growth, and the gradual loss of individuality. Over time, this self-neglect begins to build walls around the heart, making it increasingly difficult to form genuine, meaningful connections with others. It's as if the armor of niceness acts as a barrier, preventing true emotional intimacy and leaving one feeling isolated and alone, even in a crowd. The irony is that in the attempt to be universally liked, people become emotionally inaccessible, even to themselves. They become people pleasers, yes people, individuals who are so focused on external validation that they've lost touch with their own inner voice. But the paradox doesn't end there. When you're always the nice one, when you're always the one who accommodates, it can open the door for others to take advantage of your kindness. People often find themselves picking up the slack for others, whether it's at work, among friends, or even at home. They're the one who stays late to finish a project while colleagues leave on time, the one who ends up doing the lion's share of household chores, the one who is always available to help a friend in need, even when it comes at a great personal cost. It's a painful realization, coming to terms with the fact that not everyone will value or reciprocate your kindness. And this can lead to feelings of bitterness, questioning the worth of being nice in the first place. It can create a cycle of self-doubt and resentment that further deepens the emotional chasm between oneself and the people around them. People begin to question the very essence of their identity, grappling with existential questions like, who am I if not the nice one? What is my worth if I can't make everyone happy? They start to feel like a doormat, like someone who is easily replaceable, and like someone whose worth is measured solely by their ability to please others. So what's the solution? How does one navigate the complex maze of social interactions without falling into the trap of the too nice paradox? The first step is self-awareness. Recognizing the signs of being overly accommodating can serve as a wake-up call. It's an invitation to embark on a journey of self-discovery, to delve deep into one's own needs, wants, and boundaries. It's about asking oneself hard questions like, why do I feel the need to always be nice? What am I afraid of? What are the boundaries that I need to set for myself? It's about confronting the fears that underlie the compulsion to be nice, whether it's the fear of rejection, the fear of conflict, or the fear of not being good enough. The next step is action, and this often involves the uncomfortable task of saying no. It's about understanding that saying no to someone else is often saying yes to yourself. It's giving yourself the permission to prioritize your own well-being, to take time for self-care, and to be unapologetically you. And guess what? That's perfectly okay. In fact, it's more than okay. It's essential for emotional and mental well-being. It's about reclaiming your time, your energy, and your emotional space. It's about understanding that self-care is not selfish. It's self-preservation. It's about learning to set boundaries, to communicate assertively, and to stand up for yourself. By implementing these changes, people often notice something remarkable. Not only do they feel more energized and less resentful, but their relationships also start to improve. By setting boundaries, by being authentic, they find that the people who truly matter are still there, and the connections are stronger and more genuine than ever before. It's as if the walls around their heart begin to crumble, replaced by doors that open to let others in, but on their own terms. They find that they can still be kind, compassionate and generous, but without the draining obligation of being too nice. So, the next time you find yourself teetering on the edge of being too nice, remember the importance of balance. True kindness starts with being kind to yourself. It's about finding that sweet spot between self-care and caring for others, between setting boundaries and being open, between being nice and being too nice. And in that balance, you'll find not just the key to better relationships, but also to a happier, more fulfilling life. It's a lifelong journey, one that requires constant introspection, adjustment, and the courage to be authentically yourself. But the rewards, both emotional and psychological, are well worth the effort. It's about breaking free from the shackles of societal expectations, from the limiting beliefs that hold you back, and from the self-imposed constraints that keep you from living your best life. It's about embracing the full spectrum of human emotions, about honoring your own complexity, and about nurturing your own soul, even as you nurture others. It's about realizing that you too are deserving of love, respect, and kindness, and that you don't have to sacrifice yourself to earn them. It's about rewriting the narrative of what it means to be nice, and in doing so, rediscovering what it means to be truly human. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to keep up with more content like this, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. That way, you won't miss out on any future videos that could be the key to unlocking your full potential.